Athens, around 306 BCE. A man buys a small garden just outside the city walls. Not a school with marble columns, not a wealthy patron's house, a garden. He invites in former slaves, women, and people the city considers beneath philosophy. They eat together, they talk, they share simple food. Neighbors find this scandalous. They call it a pleasure cult. They're not entirely wrong and entirely wrong at the same time. Epicurus was living in a particular moment of collapse. The old civic certainties of the Greek polis were disintegrating. Alexander's conquests had shattered the idea that your identity and happiness were anchored in the city you belonged to. People found themselves adrift in a vast, impersonal world. The gods seemed indifferent. Death loomed. And the strategies people used to manage that anxiety, political ambition, wealth, fame, constant stimulation, kept failing them. They got what they wanted and felt worse. Sound familiar? What does it actually mean to want the right things? Epicurus said pleasure is the beginning and end of the good life. But he immediately made a distinction that his critics ignored and his followers often forgot. There are two kinds of pleasure, kinetic and katastematic. Kinetic pleasures are the ones in motion, the taste of wine, the thrill of a new experience, the satisfaction of desire. Katastematic pleasures are states the quiet absence of pain in the body, the absence of anxiety in the mind. He called these aponia and ataraxia. And here's the thing. He thought the second kind was far more important, more durable, and more achievable than the first. His method was almost medical. You catalog your desires and you cut them. Natural and necessary desires, food, shelter, friendship, you satisfy without drama. Natural but unnecessary fine wine instead of water you enjoy occasionally, knowing you don't need them. Unnatural and unnecessary fame, unlimited wealth, power over others, you root out entirely because they can never be satisfied and they generate more anxiety than they relieve. Compare this to Aristotle, who also cared deeply about happiness, eudaimonia. But Aristotle grounded happiness in virtue, expressed through action, through full participation in civic life. For him, a man without a city is not fully human. Epicurus inverted this. The city, he thought, is precisely where anxiety breeds. His answer was withdrawal not from life, but from the wrong kind of life. Live in hiding, he said, not as cowardice, but as a precise diagnosis. Here's the honest limit. Epicurus assumed that withdrawal was available to everyone. It wasn't not in his time, not in ours. His garden required some material stability. His prescription for ataraxia assumed you weren't fighting structural injustice, poverty, or the kind of pain that no philosophy can think its way out of. His system is powerful for the person with enough freedom to choose their desires. For those without that freedom, it offers wisdom but not rescue. Try this. Before you pursue something, ask not, will this give me pleasure? But will having this remove more anxiety than it creates? That's the Epicurean test. Most of what we call ambition fails it. Not because ambition is wrong, but because we confuse kinetic pleasure, the rush of getting, with the quieter state that actually constitutes a good day, a good week, a good life. Epicurus put it with unusual directness. Nothing is enough for the man to whom enough is too little. The goal isn't more. The goal is the moment when more stops feeling necessary.